Oh, we are live with new logos, new cameras. My man is in HD, full HD now.
Let's go.
I love it. Summit Sports Cards, everybody here. YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, whatever. Follow us. Go on our eBay store. Check us out. We're about to talk about grading of cards and some cards that we're going to send in and track the process and kind of keep everybody in the loop. So what's up, SV to Don? How you doing, man?
Yeah, man, I'm excited to be here. This is really the process that you're talking about is something that I love, man. I owe you a lot of credit over the last quick little backstory. So Boston Mike has been collecting cards and memorabilia for a long time. I also collected cards back when I was a little kid, probably like 8 to 12 years old or so. I got into Pokemon like a lot of people my age did. But after, spending a lot of time with you and hanging out, at your house for multiple years and being in your man cave, you kind of helped suck me back in to the world of sports cards. And it was a particular fateful day that I will attribute to David Adams. A lot of
You
David
got the hook?
that we took, but I will
The
give
hook was set.
the hook and line and sinker were set on this particular fateful day where Boston Mike took a run with me to David Adams, and we bought some 2022 Topps Chrome Sonic Light, really cheap hobby box. I think we paid like $32 or so for it, and we ended up as we do a lot. We ripped the cars right in the car because we can't wait. So we're like,
oh, that was a car rip, yeah, car rip.
And and as I'm a good guy, I actually let Mike pick. We both had a box. He picked his box and then gave me the other one. And lo and behold, I arguably pulled out maybe the best card in that entire set, which is a triple.
Listen, going back to that, I wasn't planning on either one of us pulling anything. So for me, there was no choice of picking up whatever box was like you either were handing it to me or it was closest to me. Like there was no choice like that. I was not expecting. I mean, obviously you're going to tell your story, but I mean, yeah. I was not expecting this, obviously.
Right. And to your point, we were just ripping. And in that particular box, it's a good box to rip because there is like 20 or like even maybe like 30 packs of cards in there. Because there's four cards per what do you call it? Per pack. So you're basically just ripping like a ton of packs open and really gotten a bunch of just BS, like nothing good. And I didn't even really realize what I got. And then I turned to you, and I saw the card looked different. And I looked to Boston Mike, and he's like, yo, like, you got something. And it ended up being a triple autograph signed by Derek Jeter, Jorge Posada, and then Mariano Rivera. So 2 out of 3 Hall of Famers for the Yankees, but arguably, I think the most prestigious card of the checklist in that set of 22 Sonic Light.
It sure as hell might have been. Yeah. And I don't know how I would have felt if I would have pulled a stanky card.
Sure.
I don't know, man. Like, you guys definitely in New York are kind of split. I think Buffalo's kind of like Mets a little bit. Red Sox for some reason there's like a little pocket here. Yankees, yeah, whatever. But I mean, obviously, let's give some love to David Adams.
Yeah.
I mean, our local. I mean, I think we take it for granted. I mean, you walk in there, it's like Chuck E. Cheese for card dudes.
For sure.
So yeah, no. Shout out to those guys. But yeah, I mean, long story short, Sean pulls a $1,500 card, gets it graded 10 PSA. We sent it in,
1,700.
Got it graded, sent it back, sent it to Golden. The rest is history. Numbered to 20, Gem Mint 10, Auto 10. You know what? Hey, I will get a picture of that because I definitely kept it during our submission. I will put it up on the screen in our next video. I will.
I love it. But yes, but anyway, so more fun, honestly, or just as fun as actually pulling that card in the moment and then showing it to all my friends and family. was to go through the grading process. And that's really what the main point of this video is. And, having Mike using his expertise kind of judging it, which we're going to obviously talk about here. And then obviously you felt, Mike, that it had a solid chance to be a 10. And then sending it in, getting it back a double 10 was like Christmas morning. And then sending it to Golden Auctions and having it and be bought for $1,700. Just that whole process was awesome. So that's why we wanted to shed a little bit of light on it. So that's what we're going to do.
Yeah, I mean, listen, dude, it can happen. It's not usually going to happen. I've been collecting since 1990, maybe. I mean, you're talking like, the cards that we ripped in our first couple of packs, those were like the first packs that I remember buying, man. Like the Skybox set was awesome. I remember that Michael Jordan Duncan card was great. That hoop set with, the All-Stars were gold, and, they spelled Akeem Olajuwon with no H. I mean, right. Just the stuff about those old cards was awesome. But not every card, and this is kind of like going to be my little PSA moment here. Not every card should be graded. I'm just saying there's a ton of people out there that say they want to protect it from UV light, and they want to check on the humidity and blah blah blah. Like, listen, like right now the market's tough, right? It's a tough market, dude. Like PSA 8s, you might as well not even send them in. PSA 9s almost, you might as well not send them in unless they're rare, they're colored prisms, or they're numbered. Like base rookies right now. Yeah, they say they look great. Like, them Victor Wembanyama, Donruss PSA 9s out there. Like, tell me you spent $20 to grade that card, and, you can't sell on eBay for 10, Right. So listen, if you want to protect them, I think they're great. Personally, I'm a red label PSA person. Although I will show you in a little bit, I got swayed, and I know what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
I got swayed a little bit with a recent BGS submission. That kind of shocked me
very bit. Fresh.
But so like I said, not every card's meant to be graded. A lot of times the raws sell for what the 9s go for now. I mean, it's just a weird, and you know what it is though? I think it's like the hope that, like,
right,
somebody, mislabeled this and put this in their $2 bin, and oh my God, this is a Gem Mint 10. This is $100, and but again, $100 is a Gem Mint 10. That's cool. I mean, right. If you can pick out a Gem Mint 10 without a loop, or without, a centering, device, or without, cleaning the card off for smudges in the surface. And I mean, more power to you. We got a little bit more of a system designed that we use here. But we're going to show you a little bit of that coming up in this series of videos. But welcome, Sports Cards, Summit Sports Cards. This is our passion. We do a little bit of podcasting on some other things, sports betting, things like that. This is personally my passion from years and years and years. I can remember, and I'll show it to you. I pulled in 1992 a Shaq rookie card gold from Topps. I mean, that was, you never saw a Beckett book have a 40 and 100. Like that literally right. was a $4 and $10 card, but the golds were 10 times.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, you never ever saw that, so growing up as a little kid, I think that's why collecting right now is, I mean, listen, man, it makes you feel like a little kid again, right? I mean, there's not a lot of things out there that you can control. It's a hobby that has so many things in it. You know what I mean? You're not just collecting one card, one guy for the most part. You're collecting right. things you like, or things that are going to appreciate. Unfortunately, in my world, a lot of my cards, have kind of hit their mark, and a lot of them are sentimental to me right now. But
sure.
We like to flip the ones that we don't have any attachment to, and grade some of the ones, like I flipped, a $3 eBay card. Yeah, I bought $3 silver prisms on eBay, cleaned them up, sent them into PSA 10, $70, right? I mean, it happens. I mean, I'll show you some cards that we'll go through that we've got graded. Like I said, it's just kind of being selective. And, listen, if you got a Mickey Mantle out there and it's a 1, get it graded. Don't go to – oh, hold on. Let me do another service announcement here. I'm sorry. Don't send your Mickey Mantles or your really good cards. I don't understand why. Give it a little bit of time. Let PSA do what they've got to do. Send it to PSA or Beckett. I mean, those are my two. For some reason, SGC, people like that black logo or that black tuxedo frame. I mean, I get it. It looks kind of cool with certain cards. I think I've seen the ups and downs of them, the SGC 10s and PSA 10s. I mean, they're still not, rare cards. Yeah, I mean, there's 4 graded, 2 are SGC. They go for a lot of money. They're good cards. I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, you're not going to kill every card, but I mean, I think if you have the chance to send a PSA and you have the, the tolerance for the time turnaround, I mean, why would you not? I mean, what do you think?
I totally agree. And as you're going to show examples of, we have a pretty hefty pile of what we call our grading pile. Sending a lot of submissions to get graded. And, quite frankly, I've had things that I thought were at least a 9 or a 10, and they weren't even close to that. It's just one of those things that, as you're going to, I think, show too, there's a lot of pre-work that you can be doing to try to vet out your cards, instead of like wasting money to get them sent in to be graded, because it is not that it's a cost, but there is a cost associated with actually having people look at them, as well as shipping costs, to and from where you're sending them into. So if you can do a lot of that vetting process, or like have like a Boston Mike do it for you, you can. Well,
that's what I'm here to do, man. We do here at Summit Sports Cards. We do our own grading, but we also do grading for other people. So people will give us, cards. I'll tend to look them over, kind of give a yay or a nay, kind of talk expectations. The first thing we do, we go to 130point.com, right? We look at sales. We don't look at eBay, what people are trying to sell cards for. We look at 130 point, and where 130 point will show you is green variation PSA 10, the red ones, right? I mean, every card is so unique. And now with all the parallels, and I mean, I opened up a box of Prism Deca, the other day, had this great looking card. Kind of overlooked it. Yeah, it was great looking. Turn it over. It's numbered to 49. So make sure you're always looking at the rarity of it. Pop reports are another thing that I love to look at. Like if I'm going to send a card in and 2% of them get 10s, and obviously I gotta be 98% sure, right? If you get a card that gets a 30% 10 rate, are these people being selective, or are they sending them in and just getting lucky, right? Because PSA 10s are hard to get, right? I mean, sometimes they are, sometimes they're not, right? Sometimes you see a card that's a PSA 10 that's a little off-centered, and you're like, man, how did that get a 10, right? So, I mean, it's definitely not a science, and until across the board AI takes over and tells you that you're 55-45, you're going to get some guy with a grading device, or measuring your centering. But anyway, so I think that's it for us right now. We will hook up in another video, and we're going to take a look at some cards.